Hope Village began with a vision that I had for Portage County about 4 years ago. Since then, we opened probably a little over 3 months ago, and we're doing services in the community. I'm a lifelong Portage County resident. I've had my own path to recovery. What I've learned is that there's not one way to recover, and I wanted to create an agency that develops services for all paths. About 4 years ago, I toured this jail, and I decided then that I wanted to bring programs into the jail so we could connect Inside Out, which is going to be a workshop that we're going to start doing weekly, and it's something that I feel pretty good about. It's really powerful if we can get folks who are peers to come in here and do something in here that's meaningful, that allows people to connect to us, not just during their stay here, but after their stay.
We were asked to bring something new to the jail, and with that came the idea of Inside Out. A workshop and program that's designed for us to maybe break through some of the barriers and some of the things that have happened in life to lead you where you are.
What we'll be doing is going in and just trying to change the thinking and the emotion process that we have. As a peer supporter, I've been there, you know what I'm saying? I've been exactly where you are. You know, we're trying to make a meaningful commitment to you to meet you where you're at. I will be there to walk with you with the lived experience I have. My goal here in the community is to help you tap into them resources, get you to and from with transportation, just to do whatever, you know, because I've been there. Like I said, I've been exactly where you are. You know, I remember the times where, you know, people will tell you what to do instead of showing you. As a peer supporter, that's my job, is to help you do and show.
We're providing outpatient services. We plan to provide inpatient services as well as detox and develop recovery housing. We're engaged in the community. I think for me, what's been missing is engaging with you while you're here. I think by bringing peers into the jail and creating a workshop gives you the opportunity potentially to make connections with somebody who's been there, with somebody who's had to navigate this with help from someone else before, or a group of people, and that's essentially what Hope Village came from. It's going to take a village. So we can connect to peers, we can connect to case managers, which in turn will connect to counselors and groups or whatever is needed. And in some cases, there's more needed, we'll do more. If there's less needed, then we'll do less. I know that bringing peers in here to connect and take us through some practical workshops where we can learn to cope while we're here, we can learn to connect when we leave here, and meet all our personal responsibilities. I know in early recovery for me, it was all eyes on me. I imagine there's some identification there from you, and if there is, then let us help, because ultimately what we're most focused on is trying to identify the gaps where we fall through.
You've heard a lot about what we do here at Hope Village. I'm a person in recovery myself, and that journey has not been easy. It involved truly sitting right where you're sitting. The best part about Inside Out and the opportunity that we're bringing to you is that you don't need a label. You don't have to decide if you fit into a certain mold. You just have to decide that maybe right now enough is enough and you want change, some sort of change. And so what will happen with Inside Out are four big components. First is enhancing and then maintaining motivation, coping with urges, learning how to problem solve. The last piece is a lifestyle balance. And with that, we do have a great relationship and a working relationship with probation, with the jails, with courts, with many of the agencies in Portage County that support positive changes. And so being that we're all working so closely together, Inside Out can just be a step forward for you. It doesn't have to be anything overcomplicated or too hard. It's essentially making a decision to start a journey that's going to be different than what you've been doing that's gotten you where you are. And that's all you have to decide, is that you're willing to give something else a chance.